This video is the list of my top 5 best Targaryen kings that ruled Westeros. This is mostly based on opinion, so after this list, you can write your thoughts and who you rank in what order below. Starting with number 5, Aegon V. This is a bit of a touchy one for people. Some are absolutely in love with Aeg, and others feel he didn't have the power to follow through on his dreams. But Aegon V was very concerned about the poor and the weak. During the long winter, he increased grain and food to the north to help ease suffering and starvation. Aegon V also reduced the rights and privileges of lords to create more equality in the realm between the small folk and nobles. But unfortunately, the more reforms he made and the more rights and protections he gave to the small folk, it only angered the lords. When the Fourth Blackfyre Rebellion broke out, Aegon V rode out with his 3 sons and helped end the rebellion. When rumors of the Nine-Penny King stirring were heard, Aegon V made a plan in case they needed to face them in battle, and these plans would later be used by his son when the 5th and final Blackfyre Rebellion began. So Aegon V was a good king, and his heart was in the right place. He really cared a lot about his people and wanted equality, but his plans would have worked a lot better if his kids would have went through with his marriage proposals. Down tick for Aegon V, the guy got a lot of Targaryens killed, including himself, when supposedly trying to hatch dragon eggs with fire. Still, a good king at heart. Number 4, Viserys II. Although a short reign of little more than a year, Viserys II really ruled the realm for over 15 years as the hand of the king for Aegon III and his 2 nephews, Baelor and Daron. It is said that if he had more time, he would have been Jaehaerys I come again. No king had ever been more capable than Viserys II. He established a new royal mint, increased trade across the Narrow Sea, revised the code of laws that Jaehaerys I had created, and made reforms of the royal household and its functions. Unfortunately, his reign is often overshadowed by the fact he helped bring Aegon IV into the world. But still, Viserys II is often overlooked, but he was a damn good ruler. Number 3, Daron II. Although the first Blackfyre Rebellion did start during his reign, which wasn't his fault, there's a reason Daron II was called Daron the Good by both smallfolk and nobles. Despite ruling after his terrible father, Aegon IV, Daron did an amazing job healing the wounds his father had inflicted on the realm. He replaced the small council with men that actually deserved to be on it, wise and capable advisors. He helped fix the city watch, replacing the men Aegon had given promotions to in return for favors, such as brothels always being open for Aegon IV, with men that deserved it. Daron also sought to lessen the blow of his father's legitimizing his bastards, Daron II's half-brothers. As well, Daron the Good made peace with Dorne through marriage, finally bringing Dorne into the fold and unifying Westeros, something no king before him could completely do. So despite the Blackfyre Rebellion, that in the end was crushed, Daron II stabilized a realm and brought to it mostly 25 years of peace. Number 2, Jaehaerys I. Jaehaerys I did a lot for the realm and ruled very wisely. The lords and smallfolk loved him. He ruled a large amount of time in peace. He removed the Faith Militant and brought the crown and faith back on good terms, a big accomplishment after the fighting in Aenys and Maegor's rule. He created the King's Road and a network of roads connecting the kingdoms, created a unified code of laws for the kingdoms, improved water access and sanitation in King's Landing, and ended the practice of First Night. There's a reason a lot of people love Jaehaerys I. And number 1, Aegon I, the Conqueror. It's really hard not to view Aegon I as some larger-than-life myth. Aegon took 3 dragons and an army and conquered, minus Dorne, an entire continent, a realm that had been at war with each other for centuries. He then held the realm together in relative peace, again minus Dorne, for almost 37 years. He respected the customs of the land he had just conquered, learned their unique laws and abided by them, converted to their main faith, traveled half the year every year until his late life to visit great lords, small folk, and all in between around the realm, and established a long-lasting dynasty. Not only was he great at conquering, but he was great at bringing people together. So those are my top 5 Targaryen kings that ruled Westeros. You can list yours below, and make sure you come back every Sunday and Wednesday for more Game of Thrones videos.